Welcome back to another episode, and happy St. Patrick's Day. And in honor of St. Patrick's Day, I broke out the Leprechaun 7-movie collection. Now, I only went and checked out the first and second Leprechaun films. I figured, you know what, I've only actually seen the first Leprechaun film, and that was a long time ago. So I was like, you know what, let me go back, refresh my memory, and check out the first one. And you know why I'm at it? Let's check out the second one too. And of course, that will also give me something to talk about next St. Patty's Day. We can go and just keep on talking about the Leprechaun films. Now, with the first film, obviously, and guys, before I even start, I got this for like $15. Like in the middle of last year, I got this for like $15. That's fantastic. For 7 films on Blu Ray, you can't beat that. That's excellent. Regardless of the quality of the films, it doesn't matter. It's it's still a really good price. But back to the films. Now, let's see. I want to check this out real fast, guys, just so I remember, just so I know. I want to see if this actually says when this movie came out. It says 1992. So I'm believing because this is the first 2 films are also all on one disc. And it says 1992 and 1994. So, looks like the first film was 92, second film in 94. Now, of course, the first film, everybody knows, stars Jennifer Aniston. Right off the bat, guys, let me just put it this way. She is above and beyond any of the fellow actors and actresses in this film. That's just my opinion. You can see that she was destined for more in the film industry. That she was gonna, her personality on film is just, it's there. Like, that film just seems too small for that personality that she has. But, who holds his own? Warwick Davis. He is fantastic. If anything, if there is a redeeming quality to any of Leprechaun films, and I'm not saying they're bad, but if there is a redeeming quality, it's Warwick Davis. He gives it his all. He is fantastic. Fantastic. And of course, guys, I haven't seen the other films yet. So, the first 2 films alone, he is fantastic. You're talking about, a man who was an Ewok at one time. He was Wicket. Who can forget that? Willow. You can't forget Willow as well. But he is fantastic as the Leprechaun. He is charming. He's a lucky charm when it comes to playing the Leprechaun. He's fantastic. He really, in moments where this film can just go completely just downhill, he brings it right back up. He is fantastic. So in the first film between him and Jennifer Aniston, great. The 2 of them, definitely, they are the glue that holds that film together. Obviously with that film, it starts out with an older gentleman, coming back home. He's been away. He's been, to Ireland. He's coming back home, to see his wife. And he's telling her, we're rich now. We don't have to worry about anything. We're rich. He has the leprechaun. He has in his possession the leprechaun's gold. And obviously, the leprechaun is not very happy about that. Warwick Davis, he stowaways in luggage. Basically, he pops out of luggage. And again, it's an older film, but I'm not going to spoil anything for people who haven't seen it. It's one of those films where, you see this older couple early on in the film. Time passes, 10 years go by, and now, Jennifer Aniston and her father, are moving into this same house where this happened with the leprechaun. And, the gold is missing. So, do with that what you will, guys. That's exactly what the premise of this is. When they find the leprechaun's gold, everything just breaks loose because Leprechaun he wants me gold. And that's exactly what, that's what he says throughout the film, guys. But Warwick Davis, he's great. He really is. He was, you couldn't have had anybody else play the Leprechaun but him. He's fantastic. He goes over the top with the character, but that's what makes it work with this film. Now, like I said, the first film, to me, between the first 2, the first film is hands down the better film of the first 2. It's simple. It just, everything takes place at this, this old farmhouse, basically. The leprechaun just wants his gold back. Again, Jennifer Aniston is just fantastic. And, the gentlemen who are also in the film with her, they're good too. But like I said, she just outshines, everybody. Except for maybe Warwick Davis. Like I said, they're both probably, on the same level. But we move on to the second film. Now, the second film, none of the characters, none are the same from the first film. And, if they did approach Jennifer Aniston to play in this movie, I can understand why she would have turned it down. This film takes place, I believe it's like Los Angeles. And it starts basically back, thousands of years earlier. And the Leprechaun is basically, he's promised a bride. And when that deal falls through, the father of this girl that the Leprechaun is promised to, he kills this guy off in a fashion that only a Leprechaun can do. And, his goal is now, his Leprechaun, he's kind of like basically just biding his time, waiting for the right generation to come along, the next generation of this bloodline that he's just going to marry. He's going to take this young girl for himself. But, in this film, the descendant, this young lady, the descendant of this bloodline, her and her boyfriend, they have their first run-in with the Leprechaun, and the boyfriend just gets knocked unconscious, and the girl is taken away to, this tree that the Leprechaun basically, it's a tree stump, guys. It's a tree stump, basically. But inside, it's vast. It's enormous. And, he holds this girl captive in there. And he's basically, the thing is, he wants to continue his lineage, continue his bloodline, and have her, little leprechaun babies. And because of that, but, and just when he's ready to go with his plan of this happening, he finds that one gold coin is missing. And that's kind of was the premise of the first film, too. One gold coin was missing. But in this one, the girl's boyfriend has that coin in his possession. And now Leprechaun, it kind of bides time for the boyfriend to find his girlfriend and, and try to rescue her. But there's some over-the-top, carnage that goes on with this one as well. There's a scene in a bar where Warwick Davis, he is just plastered. He is drunk as anything. And it's fantastic. But like I said, guys, he takes this character, takes it over the top, and he's great. And that's what makes it work. That's what holds it together. When the films aren't that good, he holds it together. And this one, I'm going to be honest, within the that second film runs about an hour and 25 minutes, I believe. Within the first half hour, I was really tempted just to turn it off because I was like, it's not catching me. It's just not, it's not what I was expecting. The first one's a lot of fun. But the second one, definitely, as the time goes on, it gets better as it goes. The actress who plays the main actress in the movie, Jennifer Aniston, she is not. That is for sure. The acting quality definitely drops. Besides Warwick Davis, the acting quality from everyone kind of drops down. The boyfriend's he's not bad. But, the young lady, the young actress, she's not the greatest. But overall, the film does get better the longer you stay. In it. Like I said, the first half hour is a little bit, it's borderline whether or not you want to stay with it or not. But the longer you go, it does get better. It does get better as it goes. Still not as good as the first one, but it's definitely not, it's worth holding on and watching the hour and 25 minutes the duration of the film. But I had a lot of fun, guys. The last 2 nights, I checked out those 2 movies. I was hoping I was going to be able to get the third one into before this video, but it just didn't work out that way. But again, like I said, there's 7 films in this set. Why not? I'll save these for another time, guys. And like I said, Warwick Davis is fantastic as a Leprechaun, and I would definitely recommend picking this up. And it usually drops on Amazon $15 to $20 off and on. But I would say if you want to look at this set, you got Leprechaun 1, 2, and 3. You have Leprechaun 4, Leprechaun in Space, which I can't wait to get to that because that's just going to be beyond crazy. You have Leprechaun in the Hood, Leprechaun Back to the Hood, and Leprechaun Origins. Now, of course, Leprechaun Origins, we don't have Warwick Davis. That's the only one that does not have him in it. And that one I want to see. I want to check that one out eventually just to see, you know, how that works with him, you know, not being in that role. And that one's actually produced by WWE Studios. So, again, I'm interested in checking that one out eventually. But I only got to the first two. But there's a lot more Leprechaun fun to check out, guys. There's a lot more in Pot of Gold in this set, I'm telling you. And I'm looking forward to getting to the rest of these, you know, down the line. But yeah, just, you know, again, happy St. Paddy's Day to everybody. And, you know, hopefully everybody's hasn't, you know, too much that you can't watch the video tonight. But, yeah, guys, it's fun. Check it out. You know, wait, the price, like I said, the price always fluctuates between 15 to 20 bucks for this set. And when it hits that right spot for you, pick it up. Definitely pick it up. But, guys, like, subscribe, and comment if you get the chance. And I'll see you guys in another video. Take care. Bye.